My name is David Remersma. I'm with AHCP, and today's Motivation Monday. Again, like I said, happy Monday, happy August. This summer is flying by. Wanted to start off with a really great quote. I'm a football fan, so maybe not a 49ers fan like Steve Young played for, but here in Wisconsin, we root for the Packers. But I found this quote, and it's very, very relevant to kind of where we are in the year, where things are at. And I thought it was a really good one. So the principle of competing against yourself isn't about self-improvement, but about being better than you were the day before. I think all of us in this line of business and in life in general, it's always a great way to view things. So we got a great packed agenda today. So we're gonna run through our Motivational Monday shout outs. So here we go. We're gonna have a tip of the week. We're gonna have some shout outs, and we're gonna go through the focus of the month is leads. So we're going to talk about 15 ways to generate insurance leads online. So let's talk about our first tip of the week. So I covered this earlier in January for getting ready for the year, but I think now the year is going when you're starting to try to collect all of the data you need, and it's really important to stay organized. Your busy seasons are going to be coming here. And first of all, email cleanup. Go through your inbox. I'm not sure what inbox you guys are using, if you're using a personal or something you've set up for your business. But go through and clean up email. Junk mail, clean that out. Anything you don't need anymore, clean out. Have a clean inbox so you do not miss anything. That is very, very important. Review your contacts and your client database, whatever you use for that. If you have a CRM system that you use, there's many out there. Go through, review your contacts, go through your database. Another good thing for your headspace is just to clean and organize your office space. Either be a home office or maybe even just a room in your house. Just clean and get your mind right. New month, we're going to summer here. Let's organize the office and wipe your slate clean and take a moment to reflect and move forward. So take a look and kind of reflect on going back to maybe goals you have for the year. Take a moment to evaluate those and evaluate where you're at and where you want to head to. Another very, very important one is to make a weekly goal. This is something I talk about on our team a lot. Have a weekly goal, set it on Monday, track it every day. Make sure you write it down and review at the end of the week, and make sure you got there before you break for the weekend. If you didn't get there, try to identify reasons maybe why you didn't get there and focus it on your next week. Another great quote, goal, I don't know who's responsible for it, but goals are only dreams if they're written down and made into a plan of action. So let's go through some shout outs. Short-term medical golden rule and pivot, limited medical golden rule. For Accent, NHIC, Dental United Healthcare. And for Medicare RX, we got Aetna. And for short term, some individual performances, Kimberly Liker, Jake Gordon, Brandon Combs. For Accident, Brandon Combs and William Cox. And critical illness sales, Rachel Banville and New Stevens. So congratulations, a little round of applause, pat yourself on the back. Let's get into our topic for the week. So a lot of different ways to generate insurance online. So by no means did I find everything. There's many outside the box ways of doing that, but I want to go through some effective ways of generating insurance. A lot of you do business online or use the internet for generating leads. Let's talk about some different leads we can use. Actually, I think this is number 8. So host a webinar. So go and create a YouTube channel, send a link to your clients. Hosting webinars is important. Give some information out, right? Post your LinkedIn page, your Facebook page, target your audience. So if you, what a lot of people are doing now is they create a YouTube channel. So you can create a YouTube channel, you can post it to your Facebook or any social media page you use. Make sure, though, your content is very relevant to the line of insurance you're trying to sell and your target market. Also, keep it 30 minutes or less. Have it be informative, but also provide what I call a what's in it for me, a WIFM. But yeah, keep it pretty short. A lot of folks aren't going to probably spend an hour, 2 hours. So maybe doing short bites. If you do have something that's going to take longer, maybe do it in 2 different stages. And number 7, Get listed on reputable review sites. If you have a Facebook page, ask for testimonials, get ratings. Also applies to Google. Also for LinkedIn, go reach out to your client database. Any really high recommendations you can get, post those. Way number 6 is create a good website or social media page. So when you might have thought about creating a website, or let's just talk more about social media pages. It's probably going to be more relevant. Create a page, have a lot of resources on there, have links for people to go to, have it be a resource page. Meaning folks can go there and have it, I don't want to say be a one-stop shop, but create as much content on there that will drive not only some traffic, but folks back to your web page. Have testimonials right out there. So like on your main page, a lot of times you'll see on websites is you'll have people have testimonials in the bottom or off to the sides. So folks are maybe interested in doing business with you can see that, and it can help for potential clients. Number 5, community building. So very, very important to set up shop in your community, be a resource in your community. So go to community events. You can go on your community's website, see when the scheduled events are. Also, another great resource is going onto your Chamber of Commerce webpage for where you live. They will also have community events and chamber events. Chamber of Commerce is very easy to join in many cases. It does not cost much or anything potentially. But if there's social events happening or festivals, it's summer, there's always a lot of festivals happening. Great to get yourself involved. Many have very little entrance costs. Also, go to some shops that you might have relationships with, see if you can put flyers in those shops. Maybe even see if one step further is see if you can set up shop, set up a booth or table to promote yourself and what you do. If you have a friend that has a relationship with a company, if it's a company where they have like a lunchroom or area where people congregate, see if you can set up a booth with your flyers, offer help, offer resources. Another good one is Toastmasters. That is a public speaking group. If they have that in your area, it's also a great resource that you can utilize. The next one is purchasing lead lists or organize your current leads. A lot of folks do this in various different ways. If it's always good to go back to your current leads that may have been provided with you or what you've been working on. Go through some leads that have been stale. Try to regenerate some life into them, brush some dust off. And folks that you may have not been able to connect with before, try a new approach. Timing a lot of times is everything. Maybe the last time you talked to them, timing wasn't right. We'll see if timing is right now. If you use a customer relationship management database or system, go through there, look at all of your contacts, look at all of the leads you have. Sometimes there's a lot of different ways of purchasing leads and utilizing that, but use something to track and maintain your current leads. Here's another one that does potentially have a little bit of cost associated with it, but can be very, very effective because you want to be out there when people are searching for things on, Google is, I can't remember the stat of how many times it's clicked a day, or people search for things today, but it's unbelievable. But if you have a link or something to your website or Facebook page, you'll want to get promoted. So you want to show up. Facebook page won't usually show up in a Google search, but that's why it's important if you create a very basic website. It doesn't cost much to do. You can get promoted on Google search, so you show up ahead of other folks who do your line of work. Again, this one will not apply to everybody, but can be a potential something you can use. Social media. Let's go right into social media. Social media, again, might not always apply to everybody, but I'm sure a lot of you are using social media. Again, to get promoted using Google search for your potential clients, your services or region, but use social media. I've even seen people very basic do Facebook Live events. So they'll do a Facebook Live and just talk about a certain insurance topic that might be relevant to your audience and do them on a consistent basis. And then also post those to your other social media pages, but utilize social media. If you see people posting about insurance, health insurance, and different types of insurance. Reply back, offer help, or if you know someone. Another great one is LinkedIn. Using LinkedIn. If you go on LinkedIn, post stuff to LinkedIn. I think another good one that I think is very underutilized is LinkedIn is going through people on LinkedIn, asking for referrals, asking for if they're interested in your services. I would definitely not spam message. What I mean by that is do not create a generic message and just send it to everybody, because I love a very low response rate. But use your social media pages to your advantage, so to gain traction to your page. Customer referrals. Let's talk about number one is customer referrals. There is no better way to advertise than word of mouth. So utilize your customer database. Go past the people that you may have either saved a lot of money or made their situation a lot better. Ask them to write a testimonial for you. See if they have 3 or 4 people or 5 people, 10 people, a list of folks that you can call and utilize the services. When you get that, what we call a customer refer in, it's some of the most effective marketing tools because you already have trust. They know the person very well that you helped. You can tell the story. A good best practice with this is to offer incentive to the person giving referral. Otherwise, they're just pretty much doing all the work for you. And that can happen in various different ways. Say, hey, I'll give you a Starbucks gift card for help or something along that lines. Can you give me a list of like 10 people that I could really help? If you have a good relationship, you usually don't have to offer any incentive, but do something along that lines goes a long ways to motivate folks to really talk to their friends and family about getting them your information that you can really help out. If you have flyers or one-sheeters, those referrals are very, very powerful to use. And ask if you can use it on your social media page, including your LinkedIn. Those are very, very powerful things you can do. So actually, it was originally 15 effective ways. We brought it down to 8 because these were a little bit more powerful than some of the other ones. So I hope this really helped you as you start your Monday to kind of really thinking about where you want your week to go, where you want your month to go, and where you want the rest of this year to go. And even further, what does next year look like? These are all things you'll want to start doing to help really create traction in your business. So again, go back and look through your client databases, get your office clean, go through your goals. And when you're utilizing some of these things, look at relationships again, like I said, you have in your community, and start utilizing those to really think a little bit outside the box. My name is David Reimers. Well, again, I really appreciate our time together today. And if you guys have questions, go on to our training page. You can, email us at training@ahcpsales.com. And you can call our agency services at 877-228-8773. Again, my name is David Reimers from AHCP. I hope you guys have a lovely day and a great week and have a great August. Thank you and have a great day.